Hey guys, this is going to be a compilation of the videos we've taken since we dropped off Kayla. I've been stuck on the ball and haven't been on the ball on taking videos. So,
I like what you did there.
Little play on words there. So enjoy what we have and see you next time.
These dang double-breasted cormorants keep pooping all over our boat. They get up on the spreaders and they poop all over our boat. It's happened a bunch now.
I was checking on Click too. Yeah. I was on the website today this morning. I was like reading it, like
Yum. So good.
Well, today turned out to be not at all what we expected it to be. We tried to get on our dinghy in the morning and it broke.
We just scheduled haircuts today for 4 p.m. So, haven't really done a lot since Kayla left. We ordered new batteries. They're not here yet. We ordered the bow thruster switch. We tried to install it, but we need more wiring. So, waiting for the wiring. Bree's been very sick. So, she's finally feeling better. But yeah, we just went on a long walk. It's super hot.
Point of view from the dinghy.
It's a little small.
It's a little tiny, but it's okay.
Look at them back there.
They're just smoking us.
All right, we're using their dinghy and they're using ours, and they love it. What's it like?
it's like a jet ski. Instead of a bike.
But yeah, theirs, I think it goes maybe about 3 miles per hour, and ours goes about 18. On land by myself, got the dogs, tied up the dinghy over there, and going a long walk while Bree cleans the boat. There's Melissa and Dan's dinghy, so that means they're here. But yeah, let's go have a good walk. Dogs are chilling in the AC. It's about 80 degrees outside.
Even the sunsets are we offer you guys a drink? We got water, lemonade,
What are we about to watch?
Captain Ron.
Captain Ron.
Ron type boat.
On a Captain Ron type boat.
Pretty awesome. With our new buddies.
And our boat is right there.
No blue lights on right
And
now.
Scooby and Velma are barking.
They are not happy.
They're not happy with
We
us.
might not be able to make it through the whole movie, but
and just like back up away. And just like kind of be like, not interested. And then a girl will come up and she'll be like, you can totally see the difference. And you're like, jeez.
Charlie, little buddy.
I'm gonna jump in the water.
You won't.
We're gonna leave tomorrow, so if that's the case, I'd have to find somewhere to put the trailer for a week with a boat on it. I could probably, let me check the Cito yard and see if they'll let me do that.
It's like getting near 80 degrees outside right now. And it's really hot and really nice out. So we're not complaining at all. The breeze is nice. Yeah, we were just on a long walk all the way down.
Tan lines from my shoes.
We walked all the way
We went out.
to like over there.
Look at
She's got tan lines on her shoes.
just from
From her
today.
feet, just
'Cause
from
I
today.
haven't gotten them from any other day.
Yeah, so it's really nice. We actually, I know we're far out on this mooring boat, but we actually really like it.
Yeah.
We actually do.
The worst part is dinghying up, but
Dinghying up's not even that bad.
no, I kind of like a dinghy ride. Velma loves a dinghy.
We go
ride.
on full plane and it's windy and it's nice. So we're not complaining. So we're gonna hang out here for a little bit. Don't really have a boat project to do, but yeah. And then at 4 p.m. we're gonna go get our haircut. Well, I'm gonna finish my
Monday for the dog.
captain's course in Fort Lauderdale to get my master's. Got the dogs all ready for the Bahamas. And what did we accidentally do?
microchip Velma for a second time, so now she has 2 microchips in her body because we thought she was microchipped, but her paperwork from home that we had gotten recently sent to us from the vet back in Michigan said that she had no microchip. So we got in our dinghy, it wasn't working, and our new friends Josh and Emily on a cool boat actually parallel to us across the way were bringing something over that we left at their boat, and they took us to shore. So thank goodness they came when they did, because it was nice to get towed in, and Josh is quite handy.
Yeah, so I was pretty confident at this point it had to be a carb because we fixed just about everything else on the boat. So I opened up the top of the motor and there was fuel leaking out of the carb when I would squeeze the primer bulb. So there's a needle in the carb that fills the bowl, fills the bowl, and it can get stuck. So we had to take apart the whole carb. Josh wasn't completely confident in his ability, so he called his friend Joe, and Joe helped us finish the job. We put it in the water, 1 start.
So that meant we had to pull, because when you replace stuff like that, you have to get the fluid back through the carburetor, and we didn't know that. Joe had explained that to us, so we just were reaming on it, pulling that sucker as best we could, and it wouldn't start. So then we continued.
So then, yeah, we pulled it. We were about to give up. We were about to pull it back out of the water. We were about to say it was a starter, but we yanked on it a few more times and started up, and it worked great. So we thanked them by bringing Joe and Josh to sushi, and we all had amazing sushi, racked up a nice bill, and we had a good evening. And then Josh's girlfriend Emily came back, and they went back to their boat, we went back to our boat, Joe went back to his boat, and now we have our generator on, and the AC's on, and we're chilling. So, what a day. So yeah, now we're just gonna chill the rest of the evening and maybe watch some TV. We're letting our batteries charge up. They're at 12.7 right now, and the AC's rolling. So, you could probably turn the AC off. There's a good breeze out there right now. Good morning, Miami. We are loving this weather. It is beautiful out. The only problem that we're having right now is Bree is sick. And she has been sick for like 2 days now. And I think she's getting better, but yeah, that's the biggest issue right now is Bree is sick. But we're trying to take advantage of the shuttle right now for fun. We do have a very working dinghy, but we figured let's try this shuttle out. We'll take the 9 a.m. shuttle and we'll come back at 11. And we will be bound to the land by the shuttle because we won't have our dinghy to just hop on and come back. So gonna be an interesting choice, but I think it could be really fun. We're gonna take the truck to West Marine to buy a bus bar because I'm going to install the Starlink as 12 volt. So that should really help our power consumption. Right now we're having a really big issue with the batteries. They won't stay charged and they die really fast. So trying to fix that. I also bought 2 brand new batteries, so those are coming on Friday. As you can see, the water is crystal clear. It's pretty amazing. If there was more life or activity, it'd be really fun to anchor here, but that's why we're going to the Bahamas, so stay tuned for that. It is now 9:28, and we were supposed to be catching the 9 o'clock ride to land, and we're still on our boat. So I might throw in the towel on waiting and just get in the dinghy. Just shaved my beard. We're gonna go get a haircut. Working on my knife skills, gonna make some American fries for breakfast, but I'm slicing the small potatoes into these. I'm gonna do the whole thing, like halfway. Right, take them and you add some olive oil and some seasoning, and you mix them up to get them all covered. I add a little bit at a time so all of them gets covered equally. Get the oven going to like 400. Try to lay them all out evenly on the pan. Now I gotta get some coffee going because Brianna's waking up. All right, coffee is starting. I'm gonna take this pan, put it in here, like so. And we'll leave it in there for like 20 minutes, and then we'll have a bomb-ass breakfast. I'll make some eggs with it as well. All right, after I put them in the oven, I'm gonna fry them on the stovetop a little bit, just to get them a little bit more crispy, and then they'll be done. Coffee is made. We ate what we want, and now this little demon is asking us for some. She's spoiled. Really calm morning. Hardly any waves at all. I love it when it's like this. Yeah. We had a really eventful evening with our dinghy. But it's fixed now. So that's really nice. Again, thanks again to Josh and Joe at Dinner Key Marina. Dreadhead Joe, I think Josh said sometimes people call him. He's got dreads down to his like knees. And yeah, Josh and Emily are over there on their boat. They really saved us yesterday with our dinghy, so we really appreciate it. Got to clean up the cockpit just a little bit today, and then we're actually leaving the boat here on the mooring ball for 3 nights without us, and we are going to we're gonna go to Fort Lauderdale for my master's course. I had to push it back because we messed up the timing getting to Fort Lauderdale on January 16th. So now my master's course starts tomorrow, and we're gonna stay in an Airbnb with the dogs and bring all of our laundry, every single laundry in the boat, so that it's all clean for the Bahamas. And then once we come back, we're gonna leave to the Bahamas. So we're really excited. The weather, like, for the foreseeable future, as far as the forecast can go, is really amazing. There's not exactly a good component to sail, but another option we could do is go south and then sail northeast instead of due east, because the day that we do want to leave, the wind's kind of coming out of the east so far, but as we know, it's really hard to tell forecast until it's really 48 hours out, so we're still just waiting. It's alright, we're just going to the dinghy. I got this. They're 50 pounds each.
Battery number 2.
Battery number 2.
2 flights of stairs.
I think I blacked out the first time I did this. I don't remember going down 2 flights of stairs the first time.
A random rooster.
Yeah, there's a lot of those here in Key West.
A lot of random.
Not in Key West. A lot of those here in Miami. There's more in Key West.
Alright, how's it going? Look at those muscles.
They're working.
They're working. We're going all the way over to the dinghy dock. Down there. About halfway there.
This trash can.
Break time.
Getting really sweaty.
New batteries. Down.
Got one down, 50 pounds from the office. 50 more pounds to go.
Step 2.
All right, we got to get these bad boys onto the boat now. I think I'm just gonna toss this.
I'd say one move at a time.
This is the first one.
Push it all the way.
I'm trying, trust me. There's no pushing it.
Okay.
Trust me, that didn't go how I wanted it to.
Okay. Now just push them. Just push them in. There we go. Now they're safe.
Now they see. This is the only part where Bree has to help with the batteries. She's got to grab it from here and put it on the couch. That's it. So here we go. Grab it. Put it on the couch. Was it heavy?
Yeah.
We got to bring them to land so the trash doesn't take up space on our boat. We got through the grueling Fort Lauderdale traffic, and now this is the pile of laundry we need to do. Bree already has 2 bags of this entire pile, so that's 5 bags total, and she's in the laundry room. So dogs are chilling out in this super nice AC'd apartment. There's a bedroom for the dogs. This is going to be our bedroom for 3 nights, and our bathroom. So should be nice. Just finished the wild robot. She's crying. It's a good movie, but this is usually how most movies leave Bree. Tomorrow I start my master's course for my captain's license. There is a park right across the street from our Airbnb. That's my truck. So, nice big park to walk the dogs around. Pretty happy about it. We're in Whole Foods doing a little shopping for our Airbnb. Mainly just snacks. And most of the stuff here I've never seen before. Walking home for lunch. Currently halfway through my first day of my master's course. It's going great. Still really easy. I still know most of the stuff, so feeling good. This is the Airbnb we're staying at. It's only 5 minutes from my class, 5-minute walk. So I just walked right over for lunch. All right, so here's lunch. Bree made me a vegan chicken patty, right?
Yeah.
With
You've never had this brand. It's
sea salt, veggie straws. And I'm probably gonna eat the seaweed as well because I found this seaweed yesterday and it's so good. I'm probably gonna eat it again. We're probably gonna go to Whole Foods and I'm probably gonna buy a fuck ton for the Bahamas. Or sorry, I shouldn't have cussed. Chatted with my dad about our YouTube channel today and he said it was boring. So
It is kind of boring.
if you're watching this and it's boring, I'm sorry. He said we need more conflict. He said to push Bree in the water. And he said act like she fell in. I was just chatting with Bree about my master's course currently, and I paid the money to be in class so I could learn from someone in class because that's the best way I learn. I've done almost a decade of insurance classes where I've tried to do them online and I've done them in person, and I've always succeeded a lot better in person. And so yesterday after lunch, the guy stopped teaching us completely, hands us 2 books and says, get to work. And it just felt kind of frustrating because I'm like, I paid to be in this class to learn from someone in front of me so I can retain the information from that person, not just like self-teach and sit here in a class and when I could have paid for the online class and done the same thing. So we'll see how today goes. It's the second day of my 3-day master's course, and tomorrow I have a 50-question exam that I only have to get 35 right to get my master's. Last day we're at the Airbnb. Last day we are leaving here at 11 a.m. And Bree has made coffee every other morning. I decided to try to be nice and make the coffee this morning. Now we have coffee grounds in our coffee. This overfilled. And I'm fairly confident there's coffee grounds down there, but maybe not. So that's fun. Take my captain's course, finish it today, take the exam, and then we're back to our boat in Dinner Key in Miami. So we're super pumped. Where are we going?
Sprouts.
Where'd we just go into?
Total Wine and More.
On accident.
Not
We're in a
Sprouts.
free 2-hour parking ramp, and we thought we walked into Sprouts, and all there was wine. What are you eating?
It's so good.
Our friends told us to try it. I haven't really kept up. We left the Airbnb in Fort Lauderdale. I passed my master's course, so now I'm a master captain. I don't want to say 100-ton, although that was the course I took. I took the 100-ton master's captain course because I'm still completely wrapping my head around how the sea chime works on the size of vessel. I think technically with the size of vessel sea time I have, I'm a 50-ton master's, but I'm not positive. All I have to do to get like the bigger one, like up to 100-ton, is just have more sea time on a larger vessel. So right now I have enough sea time, I believe, to be a 50-ton master's captain. So all I got to do is submit my paperwork, and usually it takes like 25 to 35 days to get your actual pamphlet back. It looks like a passport, but it's red, and that's your master's captain's license.
We have now we have to go back to the boat with our 2 bags of groceries and our 3 bags of laundry that we washed at the Airbnb.
That are completely clean now.
Yep.
All right, welcome back to What's It On Time. I'm Andy with Chef Serena, Captain Jason, and Julia at the bar.
Well, after a little bit of wire work, what did we just fix?
Our bow thruster.
Our bow thruster. Bow
We
thruster
haven't
works
had it.
now. Haven't had it since we bought the boat. Now it works. It's really coming together. This right here is our Starlink adapter, and I just finished the wiring on this end. So now we are able to do 12 volts for our Starlink, and we won't have to run on our 120 volt from our inverter, and we'll save a bunch of energy. This is how Belma wakes up. Good morning, cute girl. Good morning, Belma. This is something I've never seen before. They're using this lift to pick it up off of its trailer and put it over the water, and they're going to drop it. Obviously not just drop it, but it's crazy. Look at this little keel. It's actually, yeah, you can see it's a lifting keel. That thing will go all the way down. It'll be a really long keel. But yeah, walking the dogs. You having a good day, Bree?
Having a great day.
What did you just do?
What do you mean? I drove the dinghy here.
Yeah?
Yep.
How'd it go?
Fine.
Went a little slow.
Yeah.
It's hard to start.
Yeah.
How many times do you think you pulled it before it started?
Like 10 probably.
10 times? You
Yeah.
got pretty tired pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then you got it going. And what was the hardest part about driving it?
Steering.
Steering. What was your problem?
I just don't like having to remember opposite directions.
For the tiller.
Yeah.
Because the steering wheel does it for you.
Yeah.
Yep. Our vacuum wouldn't stay on longer than 5 seconds, so we had to buy a new one.
Of course.
Yep, had to buy Ryobi, and it's looking nice already.
Pretty heavy duty.
More morning bacon. Today we're going to do some boat projects. We're going to undo our batteries. We're going to take them out from where they are, and we're going to clean it up a lot. We're going to add risers, and we're going to put the batteries back, and we're going to reconnect them. So, should be cool. Something that we wanted to do for a little while now because there's a little bit of water getting around the batteries. So, obviously, you don't want water by your batteries. All right, so since our little hydraulic holder is broken, we have to use a halyard to hold our stairs up to take care of stuff under here when we both want to work under here. Usually I just hold it up or Bree just holds it up, but we're both going to be working under here, so we wanted to hold it up with a halyard. So this is where we're going to be working. We're going to remove all those wires. We're going to remove both of these batteries. We're going to clean the hell out of that area. We're going to add some risers to the batteries. These risers right here to keep them out of the water. And then we're going to put it all back. All right, well, after getting the batteries undone, I just tried to lift one up and we had to Google it. They're 131 pounds each.
That's a lot.
All right, I got one moved. One 130-pound one moved.
You're gonna have to move it more.
It smells really bad down there. I don't want to gross anyone out, but it might smell like poop. It might even be poop. I'm really not sure. We got them both out, and it's disgusting down there.
Yeah.
So we put gloves on.
Gloving up.
We glove it up. It's time to clean.
Ever the fuck? And that like turns the airplane on. For sure for private aircraft, that makes sense. But like a commercial aircraft where a bunch of different pilots are flying it every day, potentially, right? Like, oh, the pilot's sick, we had another one come in. That's what
Batteries are looking clean, and Brianna's got it looking really nice down there.
Because pretty much that's the only thing that he
Might
could
try to
be
tackle under
charged
the
with
engine
because
itself
it
here
wasn't-
soon.
I mean,
The risers are in place. The batteries are clean. We're gonna go ahead and put them back and reinstall them. All right, one down. You can see the pattern it makes. And the battery is in there. Now we're gonna put the second one in. All right, the batteries are back. It looks a lot cleaner. Now time to reconnect all of the wires. All right, there we go. Got it reattached and it's cleaned up down there and everything is good, so we're good. Well, after much discussion, we've decided that we're going to replace our AGMs with our lithiums. And we've decided that our upstairs lithiums are not at all connected to our downstairs lithiums. Previous owners had a really weird thing going on. We think we've got it all figured out. I just made Bree a whole bag of Ben's rice. She dropped her phone on it and it fell all over the couch right as I handed it to her. So now I'm making her a second bag. We are waist deep at the least in this battery project. Right now our boat is completely set up wrong and we're trying to fix it before we go to the Bahamas, which might be stupid. I talked to my buddy Todd and he said he took all summer fixing his electrical problem. Here we are trying to fix it in a week. Basically though, we have two main problems right now. One, we have a solar charger charging an AGM battery and a lithium battery at the same time. That's a no-no. The second problem is we have our lithium bank over here that is not connected at all to the DC panel. It's powering an inverter, our Nebo satellite tracker, and our Starlink. That's it. And the way that it is powering those things is a DC to DC charger is connected to that lithium bank and the bus bar is connected to the DC to DC charger. That's wrong. So we need to take that DC to DC charger and we're going to utilize it in a different way to save our starter battery and to save our alternator on our engine. And we're going to change our AGM batteries to lithium so that solar charger is only charging lithium and lithium batteries. This is a big project because I have to find space for the DC to DC charger down below. Nearly impossible. So that's what we're working on right now. I'm tearing apart this back room completely. We have everything out of it that we could have out of it. And, well, I almost have everything out of it. And we're going to analyze and decide what type of space we have to make what type of change. Good morning. It's amazing out right now. It's completely flat and it's not hot, so it's kind of like the perfect morning right now, but I think there are some storm clouds. Who knows if it's gonna rain or not. Yesterday I had a guy here for almost 5 hours working on our electrical system. I'm not exactly happy with that because I feel like 2 or 3 of those hours was him figuring out stuff that I already figured out. And I tried to tell him that over the phone and that I know what I need him to do. I just have a few questions that I don't know how to answer. And we didn't get to those questions till like 4 hours in. So, yeah, the batteries still aren't done. So, our genset generator still isn't working. So we have our friend's Honda generator still. And our batteries are still not working properly. I woke up to the lithium house bank that I'm sitting on right now at 11. So I don't know if those batteries are shot or what, but we weren't even using any power throughout the night on those batteries. So I don't know why they discharge so much. They fill up to 13 every day from solar, and we weren't charging our phones or charging the batteries or anything throughout the night. So a little confusing. Been doing a pretty bad job at recording things. We went to a concert. It was Paige DeSorbo and Hannah Berner, who are Bravo celebrities, and it wasn't like a music concert. It was just them doing their podcast. So it's really fun. Throw some pictures up of that. Paige just ended her long relationship, so it was really cool to see them. We've seen Hannah Berner live, but we haven't seen Paige live, so we saw them. And you're probably wondering why we're not in the Bahamas yet. Mainly because of this battery issue, I'd say. The generator just started happening, and I mean, that could have happened to us in the Bahamas. So, I mean, it's good that's happening here, but we're paid up in Miami until the end of the month, February. So I'm just trying to fix these things before I leave to the Bahamas. The Bahamas is only 8 hours that way, literally. Just have to go 8 hours straight that way. And we are at Bimini. So it's not going to be very hard to leave once we do want to leave. I already bought my click to clear cruising permit for the Bahamas. I spent $300 to go to the Bahamas already. Just haven't gone.
Okay. We're trying to figure out how to fix our generator because it's not getting power to the fuel supply, something like that. And the batteries are not all connected, and we need that changed, so we need to add a DC to DC. Scooby, tell them what we're doing. So we just spent $250 on Amazon for a bunch of wire and a bunch of parts to hopefully rewire and restructure our battery system. A DC charger, all that good stuff. And we're gonna replace our AGMs with lithium batteries.
This has been where most of our work has been getting done the past week or so now. Generator, I just emptied the oil out of it. We removed the DC to DC charger. Those batteries are staying supercharged now. And we removed the Starlink from in there. It was a bad choice to begin with. And so we're moving the Starlink down to the DC panel. On the DC panel, the Starlink will be connected to a breaker, so then we can turn on and off the Starlink whenever we need to. Tomorrow, all of the parts come for the electrical, and then we're going to try to wire it ourselves. Again, if this isn't very exciting, sorry. What did Scooby just do?
He just pooped.
Scooby! This is not grass, bro. What the heck? Now gotta get all this into here. All right. Well, that is in there now. So now I'm just waiting for Bree to get done taking a shower, and then I'm gonna go take a shower. That guy's the RC, he's the race courtesy.
It's way too windy out there for that.
Yeah, I don't know why he thought that this would be a good idea. I'm not gonna dog him. This guy's getting saved by this guy. We almost hit our boat. We are currently making our wire to finish this project. It seems to be
Probably not
going
tonight, but
better than we expected. Yeah, we probably won't finish it tonight, but we'll have everything basically wired up tonight, and then we'll put it all together tomorrow morning. So right now, I got the DC to DC charger right there. I got the 2 wires going up. Those wires are going to go to the starter battery, and then that wire is coming up, and it's right here. And we're currently working on getting it all set up, and then we're going to run it up to the batteries. So pretty exciting. And then tomorrow we'll replace the lithiums. We're not going to do it tonight because they're really heavy. Got the pizza going, and the batteries are stacked and loaded. Generator's currently on. Here we are, so close to connecting everything. Everything is wired correctly. I uninstalled the batteries. We're about to take them out. We're about to put in the new batteries. We have the wires ready to connect the new batteries. And I realized that I did not completely confirm that that was good for AGM. Or sorry, for lithium. So now, after looking harder, it doesn't seem like it's good for lithium. So now we have a whole nother piece of this puzzle that we have to buy a new battery charger that supports lithium, or XA changing these out for lithium. So, and the whole thing that we've worked on has been a waste of time. Tirelessly, that we've had our boat torn apart and this room hasn't been usable and all this crap. We haven't even gone to the Bahamas because of it. We might be saying, wait, never mind. Let's not do this. So, I don't know. All right, well, we're really frustrated right now. Super low. We're trying to make some Kodiak protein muffins. But we've come to the conclusion, after days and days and days and days and days of
hours and hours and hours
and hours and hours and hours and dollars and dollars and dollars of working on this battery project, that, and I have everything. I have T-fuse, I have the wires, everything is ready, and we're gonna return it all. We're gonna return it all. It sounds insane saying it. I'm still like, are we sure that's the right choice? Unfortunately, though, after thinking about it more today, I mean, yeah, and there's more and more issues. I mean, like, this wouldn't fit properly. It's gonna make more sense to return the freaking batteries and all of the supplies we bought for it, and just run the generator, unless we want to add more solar and add a second solar charger for the AGMs. Just run the generator to charge our AGMs. Because this solar, or not solar, but this battery charger right here, the Power Charger 1243, is not capable with lithiums. So we'd have to buy its upgraded counterpart that is $400 more and figure out all that wiring to there, to our AC panel.
And we just spliced a bunch of wire and put it together.
We just spliced a bunch of wire, and we got pretty decent at doing it. We bought all those tools in there. We tried to learn so much. We were going to connect that charger to the batteries up top. We were going to have the batteries down here charged by solar. Everything was coming together. Until, yeah, I mean, we're to the point where we're $2,200 into this project, and we're going to have to spend $400 more. Oh, yeah, I mean, so many hours of time. And not only that, but we didn't leave to the Bahamas to do this project. So, yeah, we've been nearly obsessing over it, to be completely honest with you. And yeah, we're just gonna return them. Yeah, so we're I'm really frustrated about it all because it was really coming together. There's the DC charger. We were getting ready to connect it to the starter battery. We were getting ready to, yeah, that was going to protect the alternator. And yeah, now we just feel like there's going to be more and more and more, you know? Every single day now, I've had to buy something more for this project. And we're like $2,200 into the project. And now I got to buy a new solar or a new battery charger. So that's going to be like another $400. And then there's probably going to be another ancillary $200 onto that. So that's going to put us at $2,800 for this project, when hypothetically right now, all that it's going to be costing us is gas to run the generator. And obviously noise. But if we were to return these batteries, return as much of the supplies as we can, Amazon's pretty good at returning stuff. I'm not advocating, but we've cut up most of this wire and we've spliced it into the copper tin. We could probably return all that still. It's even heat shrunk, and we could probably still return it all. And we could probably get back nearly $1,800. And then we just run the generator to charge the AGMs. So,
Because we just bought a new generator.
because we just bought a new Champion generator, because our in-house generator is also not working.
Back
So,
my head.
yay. What'd you make? Because they're sad.
Kodiak protein muffins. I don't know if they're going to be any good though.
And look at that. Everybody knows if you stick your knife through it and it comes out clean, they're done. So yeah, now I got to put this all back. So it's really funny, but at least we will finally have a boat back. This room has been torn apart for nearly 2.5 weeks now. And this ottoman we don't actually like having out. We like having it back in that room because we like having a larger space here. It makes it way more roomier and doesn't feel like a freaking cramped space.
I've been going a little bit insane.
And so yeah, we've been going kind of crazy. It's really frustrating. This is the outcome of it all, but I think it's the best choice for us. You know, a lot of people could say just spend a little bit more money and just finish the project, but
That's been our mindset this whole
it's
time.
yeah, we just keep doing that. You know, it was at first I thought I could just plug these batteries in and everything will be okay, and then I learned that the alternator can't handle them, and then I learned that the DC to DC charger's in the wrong spot, etc., etc., etc. You know what I mean? So who knows what we're going to learn next once we buy this charger that's going to cause more problems. You know, the 30 amp input to our shore power doesn't handle that charger, so we have to upgrade that, etc., etc., etc. That's the life of a boat. All right, well, boat is basically back to how it was before we decided to deal with these things. Editing again. I just wanted to come in here and say I don't really think I'm going to get to it in this video, but after speaking with a buddy, after deciding to return all that stuff, we decided to buy a Victron Orion DC to DC charger, and our lithiums up top now charge our AGMs down here. The only thing we have to make sure we do is turn off the DC to DC charger once the sun goes down, because it will drain the lithiums up top. We're currently in the situation with Amazon where we will either get a UPS return label or we'll get a refund without having to return those lithium batteries. So, because right now they're not allowing us to refund them on the website. So if we had to expedite it, and this manager told us that we'll either get a UPS label shipped to us or we will get a refund without having to return the batteries in 24 to 48 hours. So either one will work fine for us, but then basically we've gotten most of our money back on this whole situation. And we're just gonna have to run this generator more than we wanted to. Now I'm making some pasta. Now basically the last thing for this season is to go to the Bahamas. Oh, my teeth look horrible. Alright, that's better. But yeah, so basically now we just need to do some more provisioning, and then we need to find a weather window to get over to the Bahamas. We're gonna go to Bimini.
And then after Bimini, we're going to go to Freeport. So those are our next travels. We know they're not the most exciting islands in the Bahamas, but they'll be our easiest to get to, and we have to meet his dad at the end of March in Freeport. So we got to make our way that way. Counting down.
Yeah, and if you watch anything to do with the Bahamas at all, you'll see the current land grab that's going on in the Exumas and a few other places. And so you'll know that just because we're going to Bimini's and Freeport really isn't that big of a deal, because apparently the other parts of the Bahamas right now are getting a bit tarnished. Bree says tarnished is a bad word, but essentially an American company got land rights to the seabed floor of all of the Exumas. So like over 30 anchorages, you'll have to pay a mooring fee or an anchor fee anytime you want to visit. So another place that Americans are getting their hands on. All right, we just got word from Amazon that we do not have to return our lithium batteries, but we're getting a full refund. So that's $1,400 of two 200 amp hour lithium batteries that we were fully ready to return.
We have not used.
We have never used them, and now we don't have to return them, and we're getting our money back for them. Holy cow! That's the only good thing that has happened from this whole situation. One last fuel fill up before we go to the Bahamas. Bahamas is right over there. Well, the next like 2 or 3 days is like 24 knots and just horrible weather. So it's gonna be pretty bad on the ball. We paid for another month here. We're waiting for a weather window to leave to the Bahamas. They'll give us a prorated refund if we leave early.
Come here, sweetie.
Considering getting a hotel or an Airbnb because we've been out on this ball the longest, and we still want to love sailing life. So you know you got to take breaks of things if you're starting to get frustrated with them. But yeah, we're about to take the dogs to land. It's another quarter mile to land, and this is probably going to be some of the biggest waves we've taken our dinghy in yet. Brianna's scared.
We have them in the boat.
This obviously the camera never does the waves justice, but they're pretty bad. I mean, I'll say they were bigger earlier today, but I mean it's still really windy out. It's probably a good 20 knots right now. So, but we got to get them to land. We haven't been to land all day, and it's like 2 o'clock. So,
I need to grab my fanny pack.
yeah. What's up, guys? I had to get a new phone because my charging port broke. So, hopefully the quality is a little better at least. We've still been doing horrible on recording cool things. Something we recently just did was bought a 60-gallon water bladder, and in like 20 knots and 2-foot waves, we brought like 400 pounds of water back to our boat, and we almost sunk our dinghy. Didn't get any video of that at all because Brianna was bilging the dinghy out as I was steering the dinghy. So it's basically impossible to record that. Our friends over there, Josh and Emily, they actually offered to go with us over to the Bahamas on our boat. I was expressing my, I guess you could just say, scaredness for my first crossing in the open ocean without any of my experienced friends willing to come with me. Mostly our Uncle Greg. And they're like, hey, we'll come. He's a sea tow captain, and she works remote. And we have another cabin. So they're going to come with us. Wednesday, Thursday, it's looking really good to cross from here in Miami all the way to Freeport. 100 miles, 17 hours. So should be good. Besides that, not much has happened. Scooby fell in trying to get in the boat from the dinghy. That was pretty dramatic. We found 2 really nice fenders in the trash. They were like, they're fenders, tailor-made fenders that are like $80 each. And so we got 2 brand new fenders. Been hanging out with our friends Dan and Melissa and their son Anthony a bunch. Getting pizza with them, going on walks with them. I've been driving around Miami a ton, just finding new different areas of Miami and exploring South Beach, North Beach, Hallover Park, a bunch of Crandon Park. Crandon Park's massive if you ever come to Miami. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Sorry it's not more entertaining. I'm going to end this video now because I know I have a ton of video that's just been random crap. So thank you for watching. If you are watching, I promise you we're going to get to the Bahamas. My dad's got a resort in the Bahamas March 22nd, and he's got a room for us. So I really want to get to the Bahamas with our dogs, so my dad gets to hang out with our dogs, and we get to hang out with my dad and stepmom, Dawn, in the Bahamas as well. So we're going to get over there, and then Emily and Josh will take the ferry back. So we might leave our boat in the Bahamas. We'll see. So keep following along, like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, thanks for watching. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy, and hopefully the next video you see will be about crossing over to the Bahamas.
Blue water.